Hey there, guys. My name's William. I'm going to be talking about the other genres that are used in Star Wars Episode 4. So, the first genre that I have is the adventure genre. An example of this is really just Luke Skywalker's whole journey. It's really just one big adventure. He starts off as just like a regular farm boy who is dreaming of a more exciting life, and then suddenly he's thrown into an amazing adventure. He finds out about Princess Leia's call for help. He meets Obi-Wan Kenobi, and he also learns about the Force. He decides to leave his home and joins the fight against the evil Empire. And along the way, he meets Han Solo and Chewbacca, who become his friends and allies. They then go on a daring mission to save Princess Leia from the Death Star, fighting stormtroopers and facing great dangers. So the reason why this works is because the adventure is captivating and it's full of exciting moments and big changes for Luke. He goes from having a quiet life in to being in the middle of space battles. Uh, and I feel like people just love to see a normal person like Luke become a hero and do amazing things. It's really thrilling to watch him and his friends outsmart the bad guys and fight for what's right. His journey from a farm boy to a hero is inspiring and makes you feel like you're a part of the adventure too. And that's why this works so well. So, the next genre that I'm going to talk about is the fantasy genre. Um, and an example of this is the Force. So, the Force in Star Wars is a magical part of the story. It's basically an invisible energy that Jedi like Obi-Wan Kenobi can use. So that it does things like lifting objects without touching them, sensing danger, and even controlling people's minds a little. But in the flip side, Darth Vader and the Emperor also use the Force, but in a much scarier way. Another part of the fantasy is the lightsabers. So they're basically like swords from like old knight tales, but made with lasers, and they make a cool sound when they turn on and can cut through almost anything. So when Obi-Wan uses the Force to trick the stormtroopers, it's like watching a wizard cast a spell. So the reason why this works is the fantasy part of Star Wars makes it more than just a space story. The Force is a mysterious and exciting, uh, just like part of the movie. It's like having magic in the story, which adds a layer of wonder and awe. And it's not all about the technology and spaceships. There's this magical, unseen power too. So, talking more about lightsabers, they're kind of like a mix of the old and the new. Um, they remind me of knights, but then they're also super advanced in the way that they're lasers that you can turn on and off and cut through anything. So that was pretty interesting. Um, and this mix of the old magic and the new technology is what makes Star Wars unique and so interesting and so fun to watch. It's like a mix of a fairy tale and a futuristic adventure all in one. So I wanted to give one more example of how the adventure genre is used, and I think it's perfectly used in the Millennial Falcon's escape from Tatooine and the subsequent journey to Alderaan. This sequence includes a daring escape from the Imperial forces and a thrilling space battle with the TIE fighters. This leads them to an even more dangerous mission, infiltrating the Death Star. So in this part, the characters have to think quickly, navigate new challenges, and rely on each other to survive. So the reason why this works is it's a great adventure and it's full of action and surprises. So the characters are always moving and facing new challenges. The escape from Tatooine shows their quick thinking and their bravery, and the space battle with the TIE fighters is exciting and shows the dangers of their journey. And then finding out that Alderaan is gone is a big shock that changes their whole plan, and it's thrilling to watch them sneak into the Death Star and try to figure out their next move. So these are the kind of adventures that keep the story moving fast and that keep us engaged and keep us on the edge of our seats. So it's really fun to see how all the characters handle these challenges and how they can all work together. So, anyways, that's the two genres that I found most prevalent besides the sci fi genre in the Star Wars Episode 4. So, thanks for listening.